Sydney Radka, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is May 26, 2021 already, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi and Katherine Chase of the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail. It is end of May already. Today's show is brought to you by Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Their sidewalk patio is officially open for dining. You can stop by their Waterloo location, and as always, head to their Facebook so you can check out their new monthly lunch specials that should be being posted any day now.
Yeah, I drove through downtown Waterloo, and there's 4 or 5 nice tables out front. It would be a nice place to spend to eat lunch or dinner.
Lunch, dinner,
outside.
Yeah, it's that time in the Finger Lakes, and I am super excited. I think we're all feeling it today. It's hot. When I woke up and walked the dog, it was already like pretty hot out, and I was like, "Oh, bring on that heat! Let's
Not
go."
for long though.
Well, yeah,
We're
thanks.
cooling down, but we'll have the Memorial Day weekend forecast coming
Yes.
up. A big holiday weekend in the Finger
Yeah,
Lakes.
and since it's a big holiday weekend in the Finger Lakes, for the first time ever, you decided to kind of keep it real casual compared to what you usually do.
It's not for the first time ever, but it's been a while.
I would say for the first time in like a year, this is the most casual we're keeping it,
Yeah,
and we're just going to
keeping
go
it
into
casual.
Memorial Day weekend.
Well, I'm excited for the show. 3
Me
new
too.
wines,
Yep.
new
Yeah.
releases from the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail, and let's
Back
do
to the
it.
basics, the good basics.
Should we get to it?
I think we should.
Okay. So the theme today are new releases. The
Yay.
first up to try is La Crescent. It is from Montezuma Winery. It was released 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
They are right now the only winery on Cayuga Lake that has this wine. I did hear a rumor that Goose Watch is bottling and will be releasing one next week as well.
It smells so good.
So what's cool about La Crescent is it is a grape that was developed by the University of Minnesota's grape hybridization program.
Whoa.
Yeah. So here in the Finger Lakes, we have the Finger Lakes Grape Program, ran by Cornell, and their main goal is to create hybrid grapes that are more disease resistant. They also do disease research and education to the grape growers on anything grapes. But they also develop the grapes. So in Minnesota, their goal is to create hybrid grapes that will ripen quickly and will survive their winter up to negative 30 degrees. So
That's
they are
crazy.
extremely winter hardy grapes.
They're hardy.
Yes, and so this is one of them. And what you're going to experience in this wine is much of the characteristics from the hybridization itself. So this is very acidic.
Okay.
So in terms of winemaking, that leaves a lot of opportunity behind to leave some residual sugar when they're working with the yeast and the fermentation. So this one only has 0.74%. But I've tried it before, and it tastes like there's more. It's still fruit forward.
Yeah.
It tastes much sweeter than that. So it's certainly a noticeable residual sugar. Aromatically, it's a really interesting wine.
Yeah,
Lots
it
of
is.
tropical fruits, papaya, mangoes, apricots. And when you sip it, you'll get flavors of peach, papaya, and lime as well. Because it's so acidic, it's very food friendly. The aromas, a little bit of sweetness makes it a great match for spicy foods, curries, chilies, even Mexican dishes. Phil Plummer, he is the winemaker. He suggests tacos al pastor.
Ooh.
Or he says jerk chicken or pork would also be a home run for this
Tacos
wine.
al pastor, what's that mean?
It has pineapple in it.
Oh.
So it hits some of the tropical fruit notes in the wine.
Jerk chicken. I really was thinking how like summery this felt. Like it was so light, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see myself
So this
eating
is
some
avail-
tacos with it.
For your barbecue, chicken barbecue,
Yep.
burgers. This is great.
But feel free to be bold with the spicier dishes too.
Yeah.
This is really good. I'm going to admit, I tried this a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't a fan. And I'm not sure why. But I'm like, I'll try it again, and I'm loving this so much more this time. I'm not even just saying that because I'm on camera, but it is actually, it tastes so much better. I don't know what I was expecting the first time and why I didn't enjoy it, but
Do you think
take
sometimes,
it
like,
back.
if you tried it, like you said, a week or so, whatever ago, do you think something that you ate right before you tried it could have messed with your
could
palate?
very well be. It was at the end of the day, but I had lunch. I have not eaten today, so I don't know. I don't know.
Cheers
But this
to
is
that.
so much more enjoyable this time around. So sorry I didn't like it the first time, Phil.
It's so good to me. I just
Yeah.
think it's so fresh.
And
This
so
is
it's-
available right now at Montezuma Winery.
At Montezuma
you walk
Winery.
in there and buy a case.
Yeah, 8 cases, 12 cases,
Ooh.
1 bottle, a glass.
Yeah, yes.
And then Goose Watch will be launching one, they think, next week. Theirs is going to be a little bit sweeter.
Using the grape.
Yeah, it's actually from the same vineyard.
Okay.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so it's growing locally. Our winters aren't Minnesota winters, that's for sure.
Yes, they can be.
They can be, yes.
We will
But
not.
if you can survive a Minnesota winter, you can survive
Oh, yeah,
a
New
Finger
York's
Lakes winter.
walk in the
So
park.
the grapes are like, it's crazy to me how much they can do to these grapes to do things like that.
So I learned a lot about it this month, May. You know how we do the wine of the month. We did actually Cornell developed grapes, where we partnered with the Cornell Cooperative Extension and the Finger Lakes Grape Program, and did some education on the various grapes that they make. The most popular grape from Cornell is the Cayuga White. That's the one that you see at pretty much every winery. On Cayuga Lake, other lakes, and even other states do Cayuga White, and they developed that back in the 70s.
Dang.
Yep.
Definitely I've had a few bottles of that.
Yeah, I probably brought it on many times. But the next grape wine that we have is a Cornell developed grape.
Okay.
That happened to be a theme. It was new wines, but they all happen to be from a hybridization program of sorts, so we can kind of learn the ins and outs, because it's really fascinating. So the second one is Melody from Buttonwood Grove. It's not necessarily a brand new release. This new vintage was just released. They've been out since the fall. So it's been MIA for quite a while, but they have had it before.
I smell it.
So again, it's a Finger Lakes Grape Program developed grape. It was first bred in 1965 from a Saval grape and a Geneva White 5 grape, which was another grape Cornell developed from a Pinot Blanc grape and an Ontario grape, which is another grape that they also develop. So they're continually developing grapes that will hybrid with other grapes to continually make the best of the best.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So even though that this was bred in 1965, it wasn't released until 1985. So 20 years of growing and testing. They they hybridize the seeds, they propagate the seeds, they plant them, they weed out the ones that aren't as disease resistant as they want.
Season over season.
Season for season, but again, you have to remember, when you plant a vine, it takes 3 years before you get usable grapes.
Whoa.
So it's a long process, but what we're getting is a top quality grape from their program. So this is cold hardy, not quite Minnesota cold hardy, but winter cold hardy. And its foliage and fruit are mostly resistant to powdery mildew and botrytis bunch rot, which is the biggest goal for the Finger Lakes Grape Program, is to make disease resistant, because we have the hotter summers and the wet springs that bugs like, diseases like, rat like. So
everything that makes our microclimate great for growing wine,
it grows other things.
Yeah. But
the difference between these two is crazy to me, and I don't still technically really have my full taste back, and I'm loving that I can really taste the difference. So
those are definitely extreme. So this is Melody, a Cornell grape. It's a semi-sweet white wine. It has floral aromas, juicy tropical flavors, and a little bit of citrus in the end. But those are completely different. Both really, really refreshing.
Yeah. Right. I could see myself on a beach or even like at the pool, at the lake, sipping on this. How much sugar did you say was in this one? I
don't know specifically. It's on the in-between, on the sweetometer, on the back of the bottle. It's right in the in-between. So maybe 3, but they don't have the information out quite yet. But
good job, Buttonwood. Buttonwood always impresses me. Their wines really impress me. A lot of people like Buttonwood because of the entertainment value going out there, live music, which is, we'll probably talk about a little bit of how the wineries are coming back now.
How'd you know?
But their wines are fantastic.
They are.
Goes really good with this cheese too.
Yep. And so as you know, probably knew, Buttonwood had taken over Toro Run Winery. So this Friday, they launched their new brand. It is called 680 Cellars.
Okay.
And I plan to just feature them when they're ready, just them. They have all new wines, all new concept where they're making them different. They have clay pots and different ways to ferment.
Whoa. Instead of put them in the barrels, or put them in clay pots.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's different.
It's different, But so, like the Finger Lakes Chardonnay at Knapp is fermented in a concrete egg. And so different methods are starting to come out. I think other countries have done it before us, and we're kind of starting to hop on the trend because it is beneficial in different ways. But we'll learn more about 680 cellars. They're going to be open just on the weekends for bottle sales, and then they're going to wean into tastings. I am so excited to try their stuff because
next month we get some of that.
Not next month, but maybe the following month. I got a plan for June, but maybe July. Yeah, I can't wait.
Always feel so exclusive.
But
I like the new. I like that we're getting a preview of some new releases.
I'm looking forward to trying from 680 Cellars because it's a byproduct of Buttonwood Grove, and it's new stuff. So just a little plug on that. They weren't ready for me to bring it on quite yet, but
that's okay.
It's in the works.
Yes, we are ready for it. But so far, you have done, these two are so
great
good.
Summery options.
Yes.
Yeah. So last but not least, from Swedish Hill is Strawberry Lemonade Fun Scotto. They call it Summer in a Bottle.
Oh, okay.
So the base grape for this is Velvet Muscat, which also happens to be a Finger Lakes Grape Program grape. They've developed 59 grapes so far.
Holy.
And some aren't, purebreds or what we drink out of a bottle. Others are used to make the other grapes. Parent grapes, as you will.
That's crazy.
So this one was bred in 1962 between two other Muscat hybrids. Whoa. And it wasn't officially released until 1990. So this one had a lot of years of testing and work for it. Yep.
Woo.
Yep. So it is also winter hardy and can withstand nearly negative 15 degrees before it'll suffer about 50% of bud loss.
Wow. So that's how smell the strawberry.
Right.
Yep.
I'm waiting to try it.
So I'll get to it.
Yeah.
So when, let's say you got a cold hardy grape to minus 15 and we get a cold snap in the winter, it's January, and temperatures are down to minus 15 with some wind and pushing that, do the wineries do anything to protect the vines at that point? I
have heard before, sometimes I think the bigger risk is when it has been a little warm and then we start to hit those lows. Some of the wineries have windmills in the fields to just help the warm air circulate. And the lakes do help protect that, the slopes of the lakes.
Right, it's a little warmer.
I've heard of them hiring helicopters to fly around just to help distribute the air. Because it's a lot of loss.
Yeah, right.
They could lose a full crop. Yeah.
I'm sure they
haven't had to do that in a while, but I've heard of that in the past.
I will pay you to fly around real quick. That's
if it'll get down to negative 15 in January when it's expected to, they could suffer 50% bud loss. Yeah. But it's, I think, sometimes kind of written into their wine budget in a sense. I think, and then if they don't have that, then they have more. But I think they have to mentally account for that. But that's why they like to plant these winter hardy grapes. Like Merlot isn't as winter hardy. That's why it's not as common. It's a little harder to grow.
So if you like strawberry flavored, drinks in general, then you would love this.
Yeah.
So this tried it.
I can see you make, a little white spritzer type of with this, or a slushy type of deal with this.
Ooh.
Are you reading off my notes all the way over there?
Okay, tell us.
The Velvet Muscat grape is on the sweeter side. It's light and crisp, and it has an automatic touch of spritz. So this that we're trying has natural strawberry and lemon flavors, which creates an so refreshing sweet treat.
So refreshing.
And it still has that light spritz to it, which gives it a lot of fun. And I have yet to try it, but they also have a blackberry version of this.
Ooh.
And they make slushies out of both of these.
It's like a party in your mouth. It's so fun.
It smells so good.
It's so fun. I could definitely do a slushie, or I could make this into some type of punch thing.
That's why they call it a fun Scotto, because
it's the Muscato. Did you ever see the Simpsons episode?
I've never watched one episode
Homer and Ned Flanders go to Vegas, and Homer's trying to convince Ned to loosen up and have a drink. So he orders a white wine spritzer, and the next thing he knows, he wakes up in the morning married to a prostitute.
I love that. I love that. I've never seen The Simpsons. Literally, never. I just
you've never seen an episode of The Simpsons?
No, I don't know.
That? Oh, it's been on the air for 30 years.
I know of them. I know that they're like psychics, whoever write the stuff, but
supposedly,
yeah.
They predict everything.
But anyways, Ned Flanders would have definitely loved the strawberry lemonade fun Scotto.
Okay, so you even know him by name.
This is Ned. If Ned Flanders is going to drink alcohol, he's going to drink this one. Lemonade fun Scotto.
It's like, I'm not always on the sweeter side, but when it's warm like today, this is perfect.
You're
and
not
it doesn't
drink
even
a whole
taste
bottle of this
alcohol-y.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably, these are all a little bit more on the sweeter side than we're used to you bringing in.
Yeah.
Summertime.
It's a sweeter season. You don't want to drink a dry red. You can, obviously, but it'll just...
At night.
Some do.
Some do. It's just a little dry. A little
Just
hot and
do
dry.
it at night.
Yeah.
These
are
also
perfect.
refreshing.
And you can get these all in store and online. I am looking forward to trying the blackberry version of the Moscato.
Would you like to bring that on as well? Find a way to just sneak that one in
or
here.
go there and try it.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that these were all developed too. They're not, they were created for a reason. The Finger Lakes Grape Program, they're disease resistant and winter hardy. Minnesota is the winter hardy, and it's just a cool program that I assume each state has, but the Finger Lakes Grape Program does so much.
It's mind-blowing
for us. Yeah.
This is actually the first time I heard about it when you were when you sent that email this morning.
Yeah. They've made some reds too to try to hybridize some reds that are more winter hardy, so they will last. And there are a couple out there. I'm drawing a blank. Arundel, Knapp uses that in one of their
that reminds me of Frozen.
Pasta Rod.
If you ask me, Jim, what's the biggest trend in Finger Lakes wines in the last 5 years? I would say that the Finger Lakes Reds are starting to develop.
They are. Yeah. They are. And so I will leak out a little bit. Next month, so I already have next month figured out.
Okay.
But all of us, all the wine trails and organizations are partnering together. You know how in the past we've had Riesling Month? Mm-hmm. But we're known for more than just our Riesling now. So we will have in August Finger Lakes Wine Month.
Oh, okay.
Because, Cab Francs are on the up and up. The rosés with all the different grapes. And, we're working it. And we're killing it with more than just Riesling. So we're going to celebrate all of our wines. And that'll be next month. Because, the reds are starting to take off. Mm-hmm. We're learning how to deal with the fact that they don't always love our winters. And the winemakers are working around that. So it's needs to be celebrated. We aren't just Riesling anymore. Our Riesling is bomb, that's for sure, but so is our Cab Francs and our Noirs and
all of it. You have
else.
opened my eyes 10 times more than when I would go on, like we said,
Good.
a wine tasting, and I would just get the same thing every time because that's what I was used to. I feel like I could get anything now, and I would probably like it.
Please do. Even if you didn't like it, at least you tried.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, you're going to be surprised if you try something new.
110% dead honest. You have brought on something, and every month I have never not liked one of the things.
Well, the fun thing is with wine is, you can, based on where you are, whether you're hanging out at a barbecue or at an upscale Italian restaurant, finding the wine that's going to complement that situation and the food you're going to be eating. That's where it's at. And I like to, when you bring these in, I don't know, I share my rankings, but I like to rank them this was my favorite. These are all equally, these are great.
Yeah, they're all equally.
I can't pick a favorite. I think I'd be happy with any one of these if, they were brought to I was going on a picnic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to go on a picnic now. I want to go on a picnic.
These are definitely
pack a picnic basket.
They're picnic wines.
TJ, if you're listening,
he's not.
Pack me a picnic and get all 3 of these wines. I'll take all 3 bottles to myself.
Yeah, and get the blackberry too, so she can try that and tell me how it tastes.
Yes,
they made slushies out of the blackberry this past weekend.
Oh, yum!
And you can make slushies at home too with it.
Oh yeah, Swedish Hill does some slushies already, right?
Yep. Everyone has their slushie machines out for the most part. It's slushie season.
It is.
They're so refreshing. And Knapp has. They just recently had a frosé.
Oh,
it was rosé. I can't remember what else was in it. It was really good.
Will you tell us about some events that are going on, Ashley?
So this weekend kind of kicks off the wineries doing stuff.
Yay!
It's Memorial Day weekend, obviously. So Buttonwood Grove is starting their music series Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and they will have Sunday afternoon music.
All summer long from here on out?
Going forward, it'll be every Friday night and every Saturday afternoon with bonus Sunday afternoons scattered throughout the summer. Hausmer resumes music and mimosas Sunday afternoon this weekend.
Okay.
And every Sunday going forward as well. And Varick just launched their information for their Cherry Festival at the end of June.
Oh my goodness.
But stay tuned for more as they get comfortable and get everything kind of sorted out. I think we're going to definitely see much more.
So for sure Buttonwood.
Yep.
And then you said Hosmer has
music and mimosas. Oh. So they have 3, 4, 5 different mimosas that you can choose from, and a different band every week, every Saturday. I think 1 to 3 time slot, maybe 1 to 4. Didn't write that down. But
okay, that sounds amazing. Yep. The Hosmer one is really like piquing my interest because
mimosa.
Yeah, and do you know if they're doing like a little outside?
Yeah. Yep. Going forward, if it's nice out, most of the wineries are going to be outside.
It's
easier, it's more comfortable, and it helps with the masking situations that we can.
So let me ask you.
Let's touch upon that a little bit.
CDC says don't have to wear any more masks if you're vaccinated, inside, outside, whatever. How are the wineries handling this on the Cayuga Lake Wine
Trail? So a little bit of an issue at first. What the CDC says, everyone thinks goes, but then we had to wait for New York State to also follow suit. Mm-hmm. But then once New York State follows suit, they had to wait for the State Liquor Authority to follow suit.
Jeez,
so State Liquor Authority does recommend CDC guidance. However, it is on an individual business basis. So bring a mask and expect to sometimes, if you're vaccinated, have to wear it, and sometimes you don't. It's based on each winery's comfortability. It's really only been since Friday, so they're all kind of easing in on how to readjust their policies. There are a few that have gone, if you are vaccinated, you don't need to wear your mask.
Right.
Mostly it's
now there comes a point where, okay, if somebody's not vaccinated, they're going to say they're vaccinated. Are these wineries going to check vaccination cards or
so that's the thing. You can, if you ask for proof, you have to ask every single person.
Right.
You have to police every single person, and if they don't have it, you have to make them wear a mask. But that's more staffing and more coordination. Right. So most of the time, it will be on the honor system.
Yikes.
Then my thought is, if you're vaccinated, then you're safe.
You're free.
Right. So the unvaccinated folks that might not wear a mask, they're putting themselves at risk.
Agreed.
But you can still get it vaccinated. Of course, it's lower.
And then transmit it, but generally you're not going to get as sick.
Right. Sure.
Right. It's crazy, I feel like, for businesses because, I've seen some businesses start putting things out that's saying, like, my people are vaccinated that work for me, but you still have to wear a mask. And it's like everybody's going to be different now.
Yeah, I personally feel like if the employees don't have to wear a mask, then the guests shouldn't either. And that sets the tone, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if ever anyone just wants to wear a mask, employee or customer, they're obviously more than welcome to wear it.
Honestly,
and
I don't mind. If I have to wear a mask still sometimes, I don't mind it. Let me tell you, in the mornings, on the weekend, when I'm looking rough, I love putting a mask on.
I'm only half rough.
The cases of flu have been down over the winter, so next flu season, maybe you might want to, wear a mask. It might give you, in Asian countries,
they wear them all the time.
They wear masks out in public all the time. Now, I don't really like the look of that or don't want, but,
But it helps on some rough days.
Yes, it really does.
But
what is this cheese right here?
The one in the cup? It's honey goat cheese from Aldi.
Yeah, this honey goat cheese from Aldi paired with the strawberry lemonade pescado from Swedish Hill is
Let's try
delightful.
it.
Delightful, yes, divine.
Go back to that. Let's try it. Okay.
And I only brought the food on just so we had something to nibble on and cleanse our palates.
Well, you didn't give us a 10-course meal.
Did you try that?
But generally,
I'm doing it right now.
A little simple cheese plate. We have goat cheese, cheddar cheese, pepperoni, pita chips, and wheat crackers. Generally, that pairs with any white base.
Oh my god, it goes so perfect.
Wine.
It is divine. I love that you.
Which cracker did you use? I need to taste it specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
the cracker's not as important as long as you load it up with the goat cheese.
I love goat cheese, but it's so hard to work with.
Then sip the strawberry lemonade pescado.
Okay, it's actually sip, eat, sip. We've learned this, Jim. I finished. This is the first one I finished out of my 3. I always try and leave some so I can go back down the line, but this one really got to me.
But by the end of the show, they'll all be gone.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
That is delightful.
Isn't that good?
And generally, if you're at a picnic, you're going to have a spread like this with cheese and crackers.
Cheers to that.
So it's a perfect picnic wine, perfect picnic food. So they just happen to pair well.
So my wife and I a lot of times go out to dinner. And then might come home and watch TV. But
Okay.
what we started doing recently, which I don't know why I never did this before, is making ourselves a nice cheese tray, cracking open a bottle of wine, watching TV, fill the bottle of wine.
You're hopping on a trend.
But man,
Welcome.
I love it. I eat so much cheese when
I love cheese.
yeah, with the wine. Oh my god!
She just sent me a Snapchat yesterday and said, "Why do I
buy
love
so much cheese?
I buy
well,
so much
two
cheese.
of the cheeses in my defense were for the podcast, which obviously I
Right.
ate the leftovers. And then I was in line at Aldi. I got 4
The other
different
6.
cheeses. And this lady goes, "Excuse me, have you ever tried this cheese?" And she just pulls the cheese out of her cart. I'm like, "No, I haven't, but I will try it next time." Because they have so much cheese, but I do love cheese. It goes with everything.
Yeah, my favorite. Red wine, Gouda cheese, pretty good. But this goat cheese
goat
with
cheese,
the sweeter wines is really.
And a lot of the wineries are carrying good cheeses that you need to
They have
try.
a lot of the local cheeses, Yancey Fancy, Lively Run, Miranda.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love all
Because
them.
cheese really does go expertly with wine. Like,
Someone brings
it's like
me
someone
cheese.
designed that.
Yeah,
Right.
right. I wonder.
Intelligent
Just like
design.
they designed all these grapes pretty
Yeah.
much, they designed the cheese to go with the
Yeah.
wines. I do want to ask the question, and I'm scared for the
Yeah,
answer.
I am too. So don't do it, but you have to.
Tell us what the weather's going to be for Memorial Day weekend. Like, I've had Memorial Day weekends where I'm in a bathing suit all weekend.
It fluctuates so much.
Yeah, and now I'm...
So what are we wearing? Parka or bathing suit?
Yes, a light jacket.
Well, right now it's hot.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
it's
we
know.
pretty hot in here right now.
Cold front moving through tonight,
No.
and it's going to cool things down a little bit. But heading into the weekend, Friday's going to be awful.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It's just straight up awful.
it is. It's going to rain. It's going to be a high near 52.
Ew. Friday?
Friday and then into Friday night. So if you're planning your Memorial Day weekend plans, maybe put them off until Saturday.
Maybe don't do it on Friday.
But after Friday's gone, we're golden. Saturday,
Okay.
mostly sunny, high near 60. I know it's cold, but it's going to be a really nice day.
It's
Nobody's
fine.
going to be sweating, but you're going to be able to go outside in the sun.
Wear a cute sweater.
Ew.
I don't know if it's sweater weather.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. So you don't even need the sweater, so it's fine.
Okay, I don't want to wear a sweater. I'm ready for summer.
Now, the Friday night
sorry.
and Saturday night, the lows are getting down to the low 40s too. So if you are planning on, your Memorial Day plans include a evening around a campfire or something,
Make
bring
it
an extra layer,
Make it a bigger fire.
big
yeah.
fire, extra layer.
So that you can wear your sweater at that.
Yes.
Sunday, probably my pick day. Actually, that's not true. But Monday will be my pick day. But Sunday, sunny, high near 66. In my
Okay.
mind, that is a perfect day.
Yeah, that's great.
Those are your perfect days. Will you be golfing on a high of 66?
Of course you will.
I'd be golfing
Sunday.
on a high of 52.
Right. True.
But yeah, I got golf plans this weekend. Sunday night, again, down into the 40s overnight. So be sure if you have evening plans that you're prepared for it. Then Memorial Day, mostly sunny, high near 71.
Oh, yeah.
Just excellent.
Yes, that is excellent.
And then
That is
heading back to
perfect.
work on Tuesday, more sun and a high near 74. So a real pleasant weekend ahead once we get
Okay.
past Friday
That's
for
fine.
Memorial Day weekend.
That's not even that bad.
It's kind of, I don't like the Saturday sunny.
I mean, you can't swim, but
Friday night 42. I really don't like that.
that'll be perfect sleeping weather with your
Open
window
the
cracked
windows.
open a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Okay, we like that. All right.
I can't swim anyways because my pool, which is 50 years old, 51 years old, was leaking. Like we opened it up a week or two ago and water
Yikes.
started appearing in the yard
Oh,
and I
Lord.
realized I had an issue. And so let's just say that it's a work in progress right now. They had jackhammers in there on that working on that thing.
That
Oh,
just
Lord.
makes me sad for you.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
It's the worst
I've
time
been,
for
I've
it
been
to
like
happen.
so depressed about it just because, what are your options? Like we have a pool. It's got if it doesn't open, what am I gonna do?
Right.
So it has to be fixed.
You can fill a new pool with your tears of sadness.
well, I made pride enough to fill
Literally.
a pool going through this process, but
You know what you can do? You can buy all these wines and a lot of this goat cheese because I just
Yes.
tested it for everybody. This goat cheese tastes good with all of them.
It really does.
well, we're replacing a bunch of lines, a new skimmer basket, all this stuff.
You need more wine
and then
then.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
you do.
repair all the damage to the area. But it's
I mean, it is 50 years old.
51.
51.
Yeah, it's
so,
older,
I mean,
older than I am.
I was
barely.
gonna ask.
is this predicting
I
your
did-
future? Are you going to have to replace lines?
The house I own was a house that was owned by my aunt's father when I was a kid. And when I was like 3, 4 years, 5 years old, I went over there swimming in this exact same pool.
That's cool.
Aww.
And I thought, this is great.
Yeah.
There's no way I'll ever own this pool.
Yeah, because pools are expensive when you're a kid. Or as an adult, too.
Yeah.
But, who would have thought that, 40-something years later, that I'd be sitting there watching somebody jackhammer it.
Jackhammering your memories is what they're doing.
Yeah, wow. So definitely get yourself some of these wines.
Definitely.
Do you do you post all the events and stuff on the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail website?
Sure do.
So people need to get on there because it's happening, people. We are getting into summer.
We're getting into it.
We have these summer for sure wines. All these right here need to be in your cupboard. And Memorial Day weekend already.
I know, isn't that crazy? I've been looking forward to this 3-day weekend since the last one, which was New Year's Day.
God dang, I didn't even know. Jim told me today. He was like, Memorial Day weekend. I was like, oh yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It sure does.
But
when you're freezing.
That's all the time that we actually have. We're actually going over. It was perfect as always. I really loved the spread.
Thanks, Katsy.
What was your favorite, real quick?
He loved them all, he said, equally.
If I had to choose a favorite,
which one's the lowest?
Which, I would be fine cracking open any of these on a picnic.
Me too.
Summer picnic. But if I had to choose just one, I'd probably go with the Melody from Buttonwood Grove. But
that's when I was
really, there's never been an episode where I think it's been so equal with the wines you brought. They're all great. New releases. You heard it here first.
New releases, yes.
I can't wait.
They're all out within this month.
I'm going to come buy all 3 of these, okay?
Do it. I'm going to send your picture to all those wineries so they can look for you and tell me if you actually did that.
I'll be there. I will do it.
She's a big talker.
No. I love them all. I'm adding them all to my collection. But really, that's all the time we had. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next month, of course. Yep. Can't wait. And thank you everybody else that joined us today. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back again next Wednesday, of course. And until then, have a great Memorial Day weekend here in the Finger Lakes. Yay!